Tottenham are in the quarter finals of the Europa League. Just breathe, Spurs fans. Just breathe. That was a very good watch, but at times nervy. We may actually go all the way. I can't believe what I'm saying. Bodo Glimt or Lazio if we get past Frankfurt. Now, Frankfurt is going to be our biggest test, right? But it was all about tonight. Odobert, Djed Spence, Heung Son, Maddison, Van der Ven. All really, really good. And it feels good to come on here, not lose my head, not lose my cool, talk about a win. It feels so good that we're in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. I mean, like I said, that was a very, very, very good watch. It was a good win for Spurs. We deserved it. We battered them on possession, on shots on target, on XG, on every metric you want to use. Son today looked back to his best. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. 90% of you who watch the content, and yes, I'm talking to you, you're not subscribed. So what are you waiting for? The road to 50,000 subscribers is well and truly on. We're about 500 away from 48K. So please go down and hit that subscribe button. Manchester United match reaction will be straight after this. Tottenham 3, AZ Alkmaar 1. Tottenham win 3-2 on aggregate. And for me, there was no excuse to not win tonight. Pretty much our best 11 available. Djed Spence, for me, one of the best fullbacks in the Premier League in the last few months. He's been an absolute beast for us. Pedro Porro was good as well today. Romero and Van der Ven. And do you know what? I'll give Ange Postecoglou huge praise today because he made the substitutions at the right time. He was looking after Van der Ven for the bigger picture. He took off Odobert for Brennan Johnson. Johnson come on and did some good things. He brought on Maddison for and Bergwijn. He brought on Bissouma, who ended up making a really, really crucial block. Solanke with both assists for the goals. Son involved in both goals. Djed Spence involved in both goals. Archie Gray come on and did some really good things. And we come out the traps absolutely flying. You know, 2-0 up at halftime. A really, really good first half from Spurs. I don't really think they were really threatening us. I'm not going to lie to you. I think that was absolute cruise control, that first half for us. You know, by the end of the first half, we had the better chances. You know, we were absolutely flying. Odobert really stepped up today with a good performance. Same as James Maddison. I thought he was really, really good. You know, they only had an XG of something like 0.11 and ours was 0.66. Sorry, we were 1-0 up at halftime. The first goal comes from Odobert. It's actually a really good bit of play. Son presses down the left-hand side, plays the ball in. Solanke then plays into Odobert, and Odobert with a really, really good first-time finish. And he needed that. You know, we struck first, you know, making it 1-1 on aggregate. Odobert sweeps home his first goal. So if Son doesn't press and doesn't steal the ball there, we don't get that goal. They did have a good chance towards the end of the first half. It was a few inches past the left-hand side. We go in at the second half. They made a number of changes. And I always talk about this, and I've spoken about this so much on this channel. The first 15 minutes are so important for the second half. The team talk that Ange give, we were back in the tie. We go out there and immediately we get, we lead the tie. It was a really, really convincing finish from James Maddison. Ended up finding the bottom right corner. You know, Son coming on that left-hand side, played it into Maddison. Maddison whips it towards the back post. And it's a really, really strong start for us. We're 2-0 up. We're in absolute dreamland. We're in cruise control. Then Ange takes off Van der Ven for Archie Gray. Koopmeiners got a goal out of absolute nothing. I have no idea what that defending was. That was I can't even. How have they got a goal out of that? You know, their winger, AZ Alkmaar, has got incredible pace. I mean, when Van der Ven's struggling to keep up with you, you know he's quick. You know, Van der Ven, one of the fastest players in world football. When he's struggling, you know that he's quick. I think his name was it Dogu or Poku, sorry. Blitzing down the right-hand side. Odobert wins the ball back, turns around, thinks Romero's got it. He ends up getting in, and it's a good finish from Cooper Miners, who I believe is the brother of Cooper Miners, who plays in Italy. And, you know, it was 2-2 aggregate, and I'm thinking, here we go. Same old Spursy. But no. Dominic Solanke into Odobert, and we are 3-1 up. Once again, you know, ball come down the left-hand side. Son and Spence combine. Son plays in Spence on the overlap, puts the ball across the box. Solanke gets a flick on into Odobert's pass, and he makes it 3-1, 3-2 on aggregate. We end up going through in the end. They did have two really, really big chances at the end. I can't remember which the striker's name was. He ended up getting a free header at the back post, stealing it off of Troy Parrott. The most important thing is that we are through to the Europa League quarterfinal. That is the most important thing. You know, Manchester United got through as well. So there is two English teams still in it. And we will play Frankfurt on the 10th of April. There is currently 4 teams left. There's one game still being played, which is Rangers against Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce. But this is what it looks like. We will play either Bodo Glimt or Lazio if we are to get past Frankfurt into the semi-finals. That was a huge, huge win tonight. Our entire season now is riding on the Europa League. That is it. It's Europa League or bust. Because if we get knocked out of this competition and Ange Postecoglou is not sacked on the spot, then I have no idea what has happened to our standards. But it's a huge, huge win tonight. We deserved it. We were the better team. Ange made the right changes. There was more energy about us. That Frankfurt game is going to be really, really, really tough. Really tough because they are, you know, they're still in a top 4 race in Germany. They are a good side. They only won the competition a few years ago. Funny enough, beating beating Rangers, who are currently still playing. Bilbao against, though I think Bilbao have got to be the favourites, aren't they? The stadium, it's in their backyard. Nico Williams scored a brace tonight as they knocked out Roma. I think the score was, 3-1? 4-3 on aggregate. I think they won 3-1 tonight, though. But that is a huge win. I don't even care now. Go and win the Europa League. We've got some tough fixtures coming up. We've got Fulham at the weekend. And then our fixtures in April are very, 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 very difficult. In April, we've got Liverpool, Forest, Wolves, Frankfurt, Southampton, Chelsea, and Frankfurt. We've got 7 games in April. That's not an easy run of games. I would happily lose to Wolves if it meant beating Frankfurt home and away. And just like we did against Ajax, we have got the first leg